Hello, and welcome to today's briefing. I'm Dana, and I'm joined by Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt. Let's dive into the news.
U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham has passed away at 71 due to an aortic dissection, according to a preliminary medical report. The report indicates that Graham died from a condition related to a damaged aorta.
That's shocking news. What were the circumstances surrounding his death?
The medical examiner's preliminary findings suggest that Graham died of an aortic dissection, which is a serious condition where there's a tear in the aorta. This can lead to severe internal bleeding.
I see. And what was Graham known for in his political career?
Graham was a prominent figure, known for being a foreign policy hawk and a key ally to former President Donald Trump. His death has sparked a significant reaction, with Trump ordering national flags to fly at half-staff in his honor.
That's a significant tribute. What's next for South Carolina now that Graham is gone?
With Graham's passing, there's a political scramble in South Carolina to determine who could replace him. Graham was expected to win re-election easily due to his senior status and alliance with Trump.
So the replacement will likely be decided through some form of political process. How does that work?
In South Carolina, the governor typically appoints a replacement if a senator dies or resigns before completing their term. The appointed senator serves until the next election.
That makes sense. Let's move on to another story.
Andy Burnham has received the backing of 349 Labor MPs, making it mathematically impossible for any other candidate to challenge him for the Labor leadership.
Wow, that's a significant majority. What does this mean for Burnham's future?
With this level of support, Burnham is set to become the next prime minister. The additional nominations he received took him over the threshold needed to secure the leadership.
That's a clear mandate. How does this development impact the current political landscape?
Burnham's ascension to the leadership indicates a shift within the Labour Party and potentially in British politics. It will be interesting to see how he navigates his new role.
Absolutely. Let's discuss another political story.
A federal judge has criticized President Trump's lawsuit against the IRS over his leaked tax returns, stating it was filed for an improper purpose. The judge also recommended disciplinary action against Trump's lawyers.
That's quite a strong statement from the judge. What were the grounds for the judge's criticism?
The judge characterized the $10 billion complaint as an exercise in self-dealing and found that it was filed for an improper purpose, suggesting that the lawsuit was not based on legitimate legal grounds.
That sounds like a significant rebuke. How might this affect Trump's future legal battles?
This ruling could set a precedent for how courts view Trump's legal actions, potentially making it more challenging for him to pursue similar lawsuits in the future.
Let's move on to some economic news.
12 states are suing to block Paramount's takeover of Warner Bros. Discovery, arguing that the $81 billion merger would extinguish competition in Hollywood.
That's a major antitrust challenge. What are the main concerns driving this lawsuit?
The states argue that the merger would lead to reduced competition in the entertainment industry, potentially harming both consumers and industry workers.
That makes sense. How might this merger impact the industry if it were to go through?
If the merger is successful, it could lead to consolidation in the industry, potentially resulting in fewer choices for consumers and less diversity in content.
Let's discuss another economic story.
Volkswagen CEO Oliver Blume has indicated that the company may need to cut an additional 50,000 jobs to remain competitive with rivals.
That's a significant number of job cuts. What is driving this decision?
Volkswagen is facing competitive pressure and needs to reduce costs to match its rivals. The potential job cuts are part of a broader effort to improve the company's competitiveness.
I see. How might this impact Volkswagen's operations and employees?
The job cuts could lead to significant restructuring within the company, affecting various aspects of its operations and potentially impacting employee morale.
Let's move on to some technology news.
Intel is investing $5.7 billion to expand its chip manufacturing campus in Ireland, which will upgrade facilities and add several hundred jobs.
That's a substantial investment. What are the main goals of this expansion?
The investment aims to boost Intel's manufacturing capacity for AI and high-performance computing needs. It will also upgrade facilities and install leading-edge manufacturing equipment.
That sounds like a strategic move. How might this impact Intel's presence in Europe?
This expansion will strengthen Intel's European manufacturing base in Ireland, potentially making it a more significant player in the global semiconductor industry.
Let's discuss another tech story.
TSMC, the world's largest contract chip maker, reported record revenue in the second quarter, driven by surging demand for AI applications.
That's impressive growth. What factors contributed to this record revenue?
The demand for AI chips and high-performance computing solutions drove TSMC's revenue growth. The company's revenue for the quarter was significantly higher than the previous year.
AI demand is clearly a major driver. How might this impact the semiconductor industry as a whole?
The strong demand for AI-related chips is likely to continue driving growth in the semiconductor industry, potentially leading to further investments and innovations in chip technology.
Let's move on to some other news.
Oil prices surged over 4% following renewed tensions between the U.S. and Iran, with both countries claiming control of the Strait of Hormuz.
That's a significant increase. How do geopolitical tensions typically affect oil prices?
Geopolitical tensions, especially in key regions like the Middle East, can lead to supply disruptions and increased uncertainty, driving up oil prices.
That makes sense. What are the potential implications of this price jump?
Higher oil prices can impact global markets, influencing inflation, consumer spending, and economic growth.
Let's discuss some sports news.
South African midfielder Jaden Adams has died at the age of 25. Adams played for South Africa in the World Cup.
That's tragic news. What are the circumstances surrounding his death?
The cause of Adams' death has not been disclosed in detail. The news was confirmed by South Africa's Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture.
That's a significant loss for South African football. How has the football community reacted?
The reaction has been one of shock and sadness, with tributes being paid to Adams for his contributions to the sport.
Let's move on to some entertainment news.
Tipping Point is a game show hosted by Ben Shepherd, airing on ITV Quiz.
That's a popular show. What's the format of the game?
Tipping Point is a quiz show where contestants try to win as much money as possible by answering questions correctly and using a tipping point mechanism to maximize their winnings.
Sounds like a fun challenge. When can viewers catch the latest episode?
The latest episode airs on ITV Quiz at a specific time. Check the listings for the exact schedule.
Let's discuss another entertainment story.
Judge Judy is a show featuring real-life small claims cases hosted by Judge Judy Scheindlin. It airs on True Crime Extra.
That's a long-running show. What type of cases are typically featured?
The show covers a variety of small claims cases, often involving disputes between individuals or businesses.
I see. When is the latest episode airing?
The latest episodes air at different times on True Crime Extra. Check the schedule for specific air times. Let's discuss another entertainment story. Come Dine With Me is a reality show where contestants host dinner parties for each other. It airs on Channel 4.
That's a popular reality show. How does the competition work?
Contestants take turns hosting dinner parties, and their guests score their hospitality and cooking. The contestant with the highest score at the end wins.
Sounds like a fun format. What's new in the latest season?
The latest season features contestants from different locations, including Tardif. The show airs on Channel 4 and its related channels.
Let's discuss some other news.
A pub fire in Bangkok has resulted in at least 27 deaths and numerous injuries. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
That's horrific. What are the initial reports suggesting about the fire?
The fire occurred early Monday morning, and authorities are investigating the cause. The incident has sparked a significant response from local authorities.
I see. How might this impact safety regulations in Thailand?
The incident may lead to a review of safety regulations and practices in nightlife venues across Thailand to prevent similar tragedies in the future.
Let's move on to some regional news.
Severe thunderstorms caused significant damage in the Philadelphia region on Saturday, with reports of downed trees, collapsed roofs, and flash flooding.
That's quite a severe weather event. What were the main impacts of the storms?
The storms resulted in various forms of damage, including downed trees and power outages. Emergency services were likely involved in responding to the incidents.
I see. How might communities in the affected areas recover from this?
Recovery efforts will likely involve cleanup operations, repairs to damaged infrastructure, and support for affected residents.
As we near the end of our briefing, let's summarize the key points. We've covered a range of stories from politics, economy, to sports and entertainment.
That's right. We've discussed significant political developments, economic shifts, and various news stories. It's been a comprehensive briefing, and we've explored the implications of these stories, providing context and analysis for our listeners.
As we conclude, it's clear that there are many ongoing developments across different sectors.
That's right. BBC News provides the latest national and international stories, airing on BBC News and its related channels.
That's a trusted news source. When can viewers catch the latest episodes?
The latest episodes air at different times on BBC News. Check the schedule for specific air times.
And finally,
a tourist was tossed into the air by a bison at Yellowstone National Park and has been identified. The incident has gone viral.
That's a concerning incident. What were the circumstances surrounding the attack?
The tourist was walking near a bison when it charged, tossing him into the air.
And what about the victim's condition?
The victim suffered significant injuries, but is expected to recover. As we wrap up today's briefing, it's been a pleasure discussing these stories with you.